Hi everybody, it's me, Dark Ephemera, Dark Arts and Crafts, and welcome to, I think this is part 3 of watching me sort some beads. And hopefully at some point once I sort all these beads, I might actually start making some jewelry, so that would be nice. Anyway, if you watched previous videos, you saw that I sorted out beads that I received from Bargain Bead Box. They came in these little bags. And I stuck the beads here. I separated out findings. I separated out focal pieces. I separated out other dangly pieces. And I've put them in different places. So the last thing to do is to sort the beads. Now, I have some very small beads, which are technically spacer beads. So this little metallic guy's here, and some other small beads that might fall more in the category of almost like seed beads. Like something as small as this, maybe. I'm going to put these in a completely different place. I have this box, which has these great little containers, which they stack. So I'm going to start by going through each of them, each of these bags. I'm going to organize them by size, and I'm going to separate out very small things like this. This was like about 5 months worth of beads. So I do actually have a bead measuring tool, but I'm just going to do it by eyeball. I'm going to say here's some stuff. I'm going to start up here. I'll remove some of these things over here. Not sure how to do it exactly, but we'll get there eventually. So these are the larger ones. These are probably 8s, maybe. And then something along this line would be what I consider mediums. So I'm going to stick those. And then any of these metallic spacer beads will be separated. Spacer beads, and also anything that's borderline seed bead, like these, very small. I might call those small, but not seed beads. I think the definition of seed bead versus small bead is going to be tough. Oh, these are metallic beads. I'll put those here. Metallic beads are usually spacer beads. So I wish I had a little bin or something I could put these in. Oh, these are gigantic. That's bigger than an 8. That must be a 10 or something. Let's put it up there. Spacers, spacers, seed beads. Big. Medium. Smaller. Oh, very small. Cool. Also very tiny. Look at that. Little square beads. Metal. These are really big, actually. They're very big. I'll put them way at the top there. Take all of these beads out. I don't know. Debating whether they're just small or they're Alright, let's start by getting out anything that's really big, or fairly big. Okay, these are definitely in the medium range. Let's see. I'll put those here, sort of medium. So what I started doing was, I don't know, I'm undoing what I just did, but what we had were beads that were not quite just standard round beads. So these are oval metallics, these are glass beads. I'm going to put them in a separate line. This strange stuff here, this is metal. These are pretty small. These are technically spacers. They're a little bigger than the other spacers, but I'm going to call them spacers. Oh, small, small, small. I'll start smalls over here. Smalls that probably will end up being in the spacer category. Medium. Medium. Yeah, it's probably easier to just get out the larger ones first. Like these are obviously. And then agonize over the other ones. Oh, I guess these are large, or they're unusual. I'm going to go with large. Okay, so these were weird. These were... I think these were bead caps. They're actually like little flower petals. I think they kind of... I'm going to put them in with spacers as a bead cap. These are glass, so they are unusual. I thought I had more unusual ones, but I guess not. This... Look how weird that is. Mixed, more little weird beads. Oh, two gigantic ones. Oof. Stick that in there. And these are probably small enough to be oh, this definitely, these metal beads here. These are kind of medium sized. So these are pretty small. And I'm going to put them over here as, you know, probably best as a seat. I don't want to fill this up too much, but... So these are cool. You get a bunch of them. I really enjoy organizing beads. Probably more than I enjoy making beaded jewelry. That's weird, huh? If anyone wants their beaded jewelry organized, I'm just going to double check the bag that I got all the beads out of it. I forget how many are in this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30 jars. Hopefully that'll cover all this stuff. But these are tinier seed beads and spacer beads. And to me, spacer beads are usually metal. But you could really use anything as a spacer bead. These are technically bead caps, and I think I should put them with my bead cap collection. Oh, there we go, one more in there. Oopsie! He does not want to live here. Oh! I caught my glove in the... Alright, so these are cool because then you can really get a very clear look at what's in them. So, for instance, these ones are on a string, and I almost want to just leave it on the string if it fits in there. It's giving me some trouble, so maybe not. Oh wow, it's totally just on a loop. Okay, so this is usually pretty tough to do, but it depends on what the string is like. If it's, oh, it's wire, so wire's kind of tough. Alright. Because it's bendable and it's not loose and floppy like fishing wire. Fishing wire is nice and loose, and so you can kind of just bunch it in. Ooh-wee. Let me grab this end. This is not going to work. It never works for me. I get scared, I get a little nervous, and then it just doesn't work. This is why I keep cutting it and starting it again with the short stuff. But like I said, with fishing wire, it's a little better. Oh, so there's always a knot somewhere, obviously. Oh, this is pretty full. And we're going to get this last one off that end of the knot. No, oops. This is pretty full. Oh no, now we're all in trouble. My kitten Giles is watching, and he is always a troublemaker. I wonder if some of these are floppy enough for me to put just the thing in and not... A lot of these are still just loose. There's a lot of organizing methods at Michael's and probably other stores that I've bought. Almost one of every different kind of storage thing. Probably trying to see what the best way of storing things. And as an archivist, it's the answer is whatever is the best way to find the thing. I mean, if you just want to store something and never see it again, oh, just put it in a shoebox and it'll disappear in your closet. But if you want to interact with it and utilize it, then there's, let's see, are these? Oh, actually, these are tiny, tiny bead caps. I think I'll keep those out as bead caps. So now I got two bead caps for my bead cap collection. This might be small enough. I don't want to have to unstring all of them if I'm not using it. Oh. And that fits in there. It's still strung, but it fits in there, so I'm just going to leave it. Wait, what is going on here? Oh, it's got a lot of extra wire. There we go. I felt the same thing when I was taking the bag off. Are these strong? These are not strong. They're very tiny. They look like Swarovski crystals. Giles decided it wasn't worth his time to come and pester me. All right, buddy. I'm usually in big trouble when the kitten wakes up, because he wants to play or he wants to eat. Either one of the others. I'm filled with uncertainty about these last three. I'm going to try unbagging this, but I feel like there's plenty of room in here to I'll just take it in the middle. Cut it like this. There we go. Oopsie. Oh no. They did that thing where they tie a bead. So there's going to be one bead stuck there until I wrestle it out of its confines. Cool. Something stuck there. I think just the way the wire went. Okay. And again, now I've got two beads stuck. Let me see if I can't. It's hard to do anything. Yeah, I think I can untie it. Hard to get the scissors into that loop. Yeah. Oh, I thought I got it. Yep, there it is. That one's free. And that one's free. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop. I think these will fill up one of these little bins. We'll just see how that goes. I'll set them aside. I wanted to at least get some of the spacer beads sorted out. Trash, empty bag, whatever this fluff is that's on everything. Okay, so here's where we're at with our beads, and I'll just unbag and fill them up. And again, I think there's enough room that I don't need to unstring them, but we'll see. These big ones are pretty hefty, actually. Yeah. They might not like it. They don't want to bend very much, so. It's always very satisfying at the end when you have a nice organized thing. And I suppose I could have organized them a little more by color, but I'm lazy that way. I think organizing them by size is a great way to do it. Because, I think, again, everyone has to organize their own way. There's no one way to organize things. You organize it, though, with the thought of utility. How are you going to use this? Did I put 2 bags in there? I guess. These are pretty big. I'm going to double up a couple of these. I'll double up this one with the white beads. And these gigantic shell beads. Can go in with these 2 sea blue seeds as if they are friends with each other. I'm not sure if you can see all these beads clearly. I love crackle. Yeah, I love crackle. Sorry about that. So when I'm making something, which is not very often, I know very clearly what size beads I'm going to be using. So for me, organizing it by size is the best way. If, however, you're someone who's like, I don't know, maybe you're like, oh, I just want to make blue things today, or that's how you sit down and be creative, then by all means organize by color. It's about how you utilize a thing, how you need to engage with the items. And archives and libraries are like that. That's why science fiction is its own section, because a lot of people are like, I want to read a book. I want to read a science fiction book. And so here they are. They're all here in this one area. And what unfortunately happens with books, as well as maybe with beads, is defining the color. You know, like, let me just look. Like these guys. Would these be in with oranges? Or are they browns? You know, it's like you start making yourself crazy trying to figure out what, because there's always going to be something that's in the middle. And despite this really nice container with the curved bottom, it's hard to move these guys around. It's hard to be like, oh, I'm going to switch these two. If they're like that. Oh, let me get this. This is really tough for some reason. Okay. These beads are so cool, but they're like lava, and you could see how I don't know if you can see how they've made the bag filthy, because it's like lava stone. This one I'm going to cut because it's on a very stiff wire, and it is not happy. That is a very thick wire, actually. Oh, it's a doubled wire. Oy, oy, oy. I'm not happy on this. It is so thick. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, there's the lid. Oh, shoot! Well, now we're going to see how easy that is, because I accidentally spilled a bunch in here. Oh boy, howdy. Oh, I guess, you know what the easiest thing would be? Just take this out. I forgot. I had them still on the strings. And then dig these guys out. I tell you. Just cutting the string and letting them kind of snake in there is really tough. Oh, here I am praising how easy it is to get it out, and I'm like digging them out like crazy. Ooh-wee. Beautiful. There, these guys are sitting a little better in there because, well, what a mess. What was that? Oh, one escapee. They got everywhere. I'm gonna have to double check all the holes to see if they're elsewhere. Ow. Yeah, and the wire is really tight and stiff, then the beads just don't collapse nicely. Oh, those were loose. How weird. This one looks about that size. So I'm going to really try to make sure they're kind of in an order. It's hard opening these bags in front of the camera. I can be able to look at the seeds the beads a little better. Nice. Oh, here are some weird beads. Oh, these got stuffed down. So I had odd beads over here. Okay, yeah, the little baggie got stuffed. Okay, so, oh, and I see another one. Holy cow. These are spacers. I'll put those in the spacer bag. These are pretty big. Alrighty. Giles seeks attention. Attention must be paid, says the cat. Attention must be paid. And what? Why? I give you food every day. I play with you. You and your attention must be paid nonsense. Okay, so these are weird specialty beads. And this should be the last bag of like regular beads. Okay. So I'm gonna like cut a lot of these wires later on, and maybe on another video, third, fourth part. I don't know if we can finally look at all the rest of it, but this video is already pretty long, and the kitten is awake. The kitten is awake. The kitten is saying, "Hey, Nani, I'm awake." But here's some good stuff here. All right, look at me. He stepped on the keyboard. He stepped on the keyboard. You don't want to show your face? You don't want to show your face? You just want to show your destruction? All right. Well, Giles the kitten says, thank you very much for watching this video. I'm going to continue sorting and organizing. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was nice and either relaxing or maybe a little ASMR tingles, or just maybe some quiet talking while you watch somebody sort some beads. Have a great day. Bye, everybody. This is Dark Ephemera, Dark Arts and Crafts, signing out.